a bold and unprecedented strike deep inside Russian territory. Over 100 Ukrainian drones launched in one coordinated assault, targeting the very heart of Russia's long-range bombing capabilities. This is Operation Spiderweb. In the early hours of June 12, 2025, the Security Service of Ukraine, known as the SBU, executed one of its largest and most daring drone operations to date. The mission hit multiple Russian military airfields nearly simultaneously, some located over 800 kilometers from the front lines. According to Ukrainian defense sources, more than 100 remotely piloted drones were launched in multiple waves. Each drone was programmed to strike specific targets across at least 5 strategic air bases deep within Russian territory. These weren't random strikes. The targets were clear: long-range strategic bombers like the Tu-95 and Tu-160, aircraft responsible for launching devastating cruise missile attacks on Ukrainian cities. These bombers are typically launched from deep inside Russia, far beyond the reach of Ukraine's air defenses. For months, they've operated with impunity. Operation Spiderweb was designed to change that. Key airfields hit in the operation reportedly included Engels Air Base, Shaikovka, Mozdok, and 2 others whose names have not yet been confirmed. Engels, in particular, has been central to Russia's aerial war campaign. Reports suggest several large explosions were seen and heard in the area, with plumes of smoke visible from kilometers away. Footage posted to Russian and Ukrainian social media, though unverified, shows what appear to be burning hangars and secondary detonations, suggesting fuel or munitions were struck. Russian air defense systems were activated in at least 6 regions, and numerous intercept attempts were recorded. However, some drones are believed to have successfully penetrated defenses and impacted critical assets on the ground. Russia's Ministry of Defense was quick to issue a statement claiming the majority of the drones were shot down, with minimal damage reported. But independent satellite imagery released just hours later paints a different picture: scorched runways, craters, and what analysts believe could be damaged aircraft parked on the tarmac. This operation marks a major shift in Ukraine's drone warfare doctrine. These weren't high-end Western drones. According to military analysts, the majority were domestically produced, low-cost GPS-guided systems. Their low altitude and small radar signature made them difficult to detect and even harder to stop, especially when deployed in overwhelming numbers. Anonymous Ukrainian defense sources say this was a message: if Russia continues to use its long-range bombers to launch missile attacks from inside its own borders, then those bases will become legitimate targets. "We will bring the war to your doorstep," one source reportedly said. In response, Russian state media has condemned the strikes as terrorism and threatened a sharp escalation. However, Russia now faces a new and serious vulnerability: the need to defend thousands of kilometers of territory and dozens of air bases, many of which were never intended to be within reach of enemy fire. Ukraine's drone capability has come a long way since the early days of the war. From modified consumer drones to precision strike platforms, the evolution has been rapid and largely homegrown. Today, Ukraine is producing hundreds of long-range drones per month, often with help from private tech firms and foreign components. Operation Spiderweb is likely just the beginning of a broader campaign aimed at neutralizing Russia's strategic air power. And if these reports are accurate, Ukraine has just proven that even the most secure military assets deep within Russian territory are no longer safe. What comes next could redefine the entire air war over Eastern Europe.